In my descent to the recent European court ruling, I'd like to draw attention to the following exhibits here on The Daniel Natal Show. This presentation is about a tactic that the establishment has come up with to tamp down on so-called meme magic. They expressed terror when Donald Trump, for instance, was helped by a base who bypassed traditional political campaign marketing and instead sent around homemade memes that proliferated around the internet. As a result of these very effective messages, Hillary Clinton outspent Donald Trump 2-1. She went broke using traditional commercials and legacy media ads. Trump, by contrast, gamed the system and spread his message around the internet for free. Terrified of the effect that ordinary people were having on the political system, the oligarchs set about passing laws to ban memes in their larger censorship push. The European Union, for instance, just signed off on a bunch of controversial new copyright laws that could massively change your online experience. It's been described as everything from a dark day for internet freedom to one of the most contentious decisions in the European Union's history. So what's all the controversy about? And the real question on everyone's mind, does this actually mean the EU is banning memes? The new European Union Directive on Copyright and the Digital Single Market look to update laws on copyright for the digital age. After several revisions of the current legislation, members of the EU Parliament backed the directive in a 348 to 274 vote. The next coming will see whether member states will approve of the decision in the Council of the EU. If they approve it, all EU countries will have to implement the law within 2 years. In other words, they're using copyright law as a method to enact censorship and obstruct normal people from spreading memes. In Copyright's Highway by Paul Goldstein, the legal scholar says that copyright doesn't control original products, but rather copies of those products. He writes, "The reason a painting by Jasper Johns will sell for millions is not that there is a market for copies, but on the contrary, that there is only one original. Even so, copyright can serve an artist's interests by enabling him to stop the selling or making of copies, posters, calendars, that might impair his work's singularity. Also, an amendment to the U.S. Copyright Act gives the creators of fine art, works it defines to exist only in an original or in a limited edition, the right to prevent the distortion or mutilation of their works." So what's happening now is a legalistic loophole to suppress memes by having people buy those memes and then declare them as NFTs, non-fungible tokens, on the blockchain in order to take them out of circulation. To understand what an NFT is, see here.
So I'm going to describe what an NFT is in the most basic terms I can. NFT stands for non-fungible token. Fungible means something is able to be exchanged or substituted and will hold the same value. It's interchangeable, like the dollar, gold, casino chips, Bitcoin, Ethereum, or frequent flyer loyalty points. If I lend you $10 cash and you return to me 2 $5 banknotes, I'm fine with that because even though they are different, they hold the same total value. They're fungible. So non-fungible obviously means it's an asset that can't be substituted. It has unique attributes that make it different from something else in the same asset class, like a painting, a theatre ticket, a house, a video game skin, a trademark, or a CryptoKitty, which was the first real use case to take off on the Ethereum blockchain in 2017. Some of these assets are physical and tangible, and others are digital and intangible. So NFTs are non-fungible tokens. Token refers to a digital certificate stored on a secure, distributed database called a blockchain. So NFTs are digital assets, publicly verifiable intellectual property authenticated on a blockchain.
So basically, the first NFT that someone created was a Nyan Cat meme. Once it was declared an NFT, the owner can slap a cease and desist order on anyone trying to spread it, and thus kill it. You can see what's happening here on this post. One person is posting a meme, and the second he does, the new NFT owner declares, "Dude, I own this NFT. Do you really think you can get away with theft when you're showing what you stole from me directly to my face? My lawyers will make an easy job of this case. Prepare to say goodbye to your luscious life and start preparing for the streets. I will ruin you." So how many memes are now being bought not by ordinary people, but by intelligence agencies who are trying to shut down meme magic? In an article entitled Ludwig von Mises Understood Meme Magic, we read, "One of the most consistent themes through the works of Ludwig von Mises is the role ideas play in shaping society. As he wrote in Theory and History, thoughts and ideas are not phantoms. They are real things. Although intangible and immaterial, they are factors in bringing about changes in the realm of tangible and material things. How those ideas are transmitted has changed dramatically over time, from reliance on the spoken word to the spread of print, to the rise of television, and to today's digital world. Even within each era, new forms of communication have arisen. For example, print transformed from a privilege of noble elites to a medium created for the masses. Today's age of digital communication is one that is constantly changing. But there is one phenomenon that may be particularly useful in the battle of ideas: online memes. In summation, a new front has been opened up in the battle between the people and the oligarchs, and that's copyright law being used as a backdoor way to censor the viral spread of ideas over the internet. The term meme was introduced in 1976 by British evolutionary biologist Richard Dawkins. He conceived of memes as the cultural parallel to biological genes and considered them as being in control of their own reproduction. So as the elites are peddling the idea of viruses and making you terrified of them in the realm of biomedical science, they're trying to tamp down on viruses of a different sort now: the spread of viral videos, cartoons, and tweets. As you know, The New American has partnered with a platform called Locals recently. It's a for-pay platform where fans can help support the show for like $5. Think of it like seeing a street musician and throwing a few coins in his cup. Besides, if you sign up, I can stop selling my bootleg merch, like the Daniel Natal urinal cake. That was an even worse seller than the Daniel Natal in action figure. Turns out that kids didn't exactly care to see Daniel engaging in an action as he surfs the web, or engaging in an action as he watches TV. These were not big sellers. Embarrassingly, focus groups determined that the in-action figure in particular did slightly better when rebranded as the Daniel Natal Voodoo Doll. At any rate, drop by our web address at thenewamerican.locals.com if you want to have more intimate contact with the hosts, get additional content not available elsewhere, and if you want to help support the show.